India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTA Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. I don't have too much of daylight left, maybe another 3 hours or so, and I'd rather make camp here. And this is a place where it's relatively flat. It's not at an incline like much of this jungle. Most of it is at an incline. This is an open space. This is flat and I've got trees. What I'll do is I'll take this tree and I'll take that tree, put up a ridgeline, put up a quick and dirty top sheet shelter. I've got the hill behind me, I've got a valley below me. There'll be a fair bit of wind flowing up and down. It won't be cold, but it might get a little nippy at night. So a top shelter would make sense. And there's a lot of dew which comes in, so it'll protect me from the falling dew. But remember one thing, there's a lot of dry stuff, a lot of debris on the forest floor. So what I'll do is, I'll clear out all the debris, put up my ridgeline here, and that's where we'll need to make a shelter. You need to know where to make a shelter, and which is what I'm trying to tell you here. You need a flat piece of ground. You don't need an incline where you can slide down. You need a place which is protected from the wind to a large extent, and which is what the hillside is doing. The wind will not hit me directly. And it's a clearing, it's flat. There's a lot of material here which I can use as a mattress. I've got a couple of trees which I'll use to put up my top sheet. So you need to be careful in selecting your shelter location, because that's very important. And there's a water source pretty close by. Just down this hillside, there is a little rivulet. I'll collect my water from there and boil it. I'll put up a campfire here. The wind is going to be blowing this way, so I'll put the campfire in front. This is where my top shelter will be. This is where I'll cook my food. It'll keep me nice and comfortable, nice and warm in case it gets cold at night, which it shouldn't. I'll clear out all this debris. I'll put up a mattress of dead leaves, and I'm good to go. So be very careful, be sure about the place that you choose to build your shelter. Just look around the floor. If you see burrows, holes, try and stay away from that, because it could be a snake hole. You don't want to be sleeping with snakes, you don't want to be sleeping with scorpions. Stay away from ant hills. Ants can bite, they can sting, and it can become very painful. You can get into anaphylactic shock with certain kinds of ants. So be very careful about ants. Don't make shelter near an ant hill. Make sure there's a water source close by if possible. Get some water, boil your water for the next day. So let me start cleaning up this place. And hopefully now you know how to select a location where you can make shelter, particularly in a jungle like this. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTA Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints, bring back nothing but memories.